Do you have power or are you powerless? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Recovery Talks. My name is Daniel. Thank you for being here at HC Men's Global. That's what this video is originally filmed for. If you're watching it somewhere else, make sure you check out the HC Men's Global Facebook group. The link is in the description down below. And I'm Daniel. I'm from Home Church Red Deer. I am the leader of Celebrate Recovery. I'm also the rep for Central Alberta region for Celebrate Recovery. And I am honored to do these recovery talks. And the last time we spoke, we talked about insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results, instead of sanity, wholeness of mind, making decisions based on truth. If you missed that video, go back and check it out. I would like to tell you what insanity does. It leaves us powerless. It leaves me powerless. It leaves you powerless. We need God's power to empower us to get through every hurt, hang up, and habit. So today we are going to look at being powerless. And there is an acrostic from the Celebrate Recovery materials. I encourage you, go look at it. On YouTube, you can search for Johnny Baker, Powerless, and he teaches a whole lesson on this, and it's more in-depth. I'm going to be going pretty quick through the acrostic Powerless. So let's start with the letter P, pride. Look at me. Look who I am. Look what I can do. Look at my title. The Bible says a lot about pride. Pride leads to destruction. God opposes the proud. Pride comes before a fall. So there's so many verses about pride. Are you living in that state of pride? Only you can answer this honestly. Oh, only ifs. Only if is fantasy and rationalization. Only if that hadn't happened, only if things were different, only if I had made that choice, and if only I had a nicer car, a nicer house, a nicer jewelry, a nicer clothes, or I looked better or stronger, if only then my life would be complete. This is fantasy. This is not living in reality, and we talked about that in our insanity video. Go back and check that out. W, worry. Worry is simply not trusting God. Do you struggle with worry? Maybe you're trying to do things in your own power and it's leaving you powerless. Do you have an escape? An escape from your emotions, an escape from drama, an escape from issues? For many, that's healthy, but when taken to an extreme, that becomes an addiction to video games or TV or pornography or work. You become a workaholic. Those become your escape. Instead of embracing reality, you try to run and hide from it. R, resentments. Resentments are like emotional cancer. They will eat away at you. I'm so angry. I can't stand that person. Oh, they drive me crazy. Even when their name is mentioned, there's an anger that comes. Resentments will leave you powerless. L, loneliness. Do you feel a deep desire for connection with other people, that even when you're in a room crowded, you just don't feel like you're connecting, that you're all alone? Loneliness is part of powerless, which means you're doing things in your own strength, not God's power. E, emptiness. Emptiness is that deep, empty hole in your life that you just never feel content, never satisfied. It's never enough. Empty. What does the emptiness in your life look like? S, selfishness. Some people pray like this: Our Father in heaven, gimme, 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 gimme. It's all about me, my needs, my issues, when we are selfish, when our life is all about us, we are removing and blocking the power of God from working in our lives. Final S, separation. Separation from God and from others. So even though we have that craving for connection, that loneliness that we talked about already, we actually intentionally separate ourselves from God and from others. We isolate, we hide. Powerless. Do you feel any of these things? Pride, only ifs, worry, escape, resentments, loneliness, emptiness, selfishness, separation. If you feel or experience any of these things continually ongoing, they will leave you powerless. Instead, we need the power of God to empower us to face our hurts, what's been done to us, to face our hangups, the emotional things we're holding on to face our habits, the things we do to numb the pain. Hurts, hangups, habits. And to do this, we have to stop playing God. We need to admit that we are powerless. This is what step 1 and principle 1 say. Realize I'm not God. I admit that I am powerless to control my tendency to do the wrong thing. Step 1 says we admitted we were powerless over our addictions, compulsive, our hurts, habits, hangups. So we admit that we are powerless and we stop playing God. We admit that we need him and we begin to realign our lives. Instead of being powerless, we allow God's power to come into us to equip us to walk through and find healing from any hurt, hang up, and habit. I hope this has helped you today. That's it. That's it for Powerless. And I want to invite you to come back next week to learn more about recovery talks. If you want to learn more about recovery or celebrate recovery, there are links down below. You can check that out. Contact me. And remember, until next week, there is forgiveness in Jesus. There is freedom in community. So keep being faithful and keep moving forward. God bless.
If you'd like to know more about Celebrate Recovery, you can visit celebraterecovery.com. And if you'd like to hear more from Daniel, visit BibleReadAlong.com.